Welcome, I'm Dee Dee Morris. Here's to not sharing your information with narcissists. So let's jump right in. So if you're just meeting someone, whether it's platonically, as friends or acquaintances, whether it's at a social event, at a new job, in a new city, or in a new neighborhood, do not tell too much about yourself. Point blank, period. Don't discuss your previous employment or employer. Don't talk about your family life in detail. Don't go into your social life or giving out your social media info, your personal information. Even as far as, let's say, your phone number. I mean, you can get like a Google number or an alternative account. But if you do choose to give your legitimate information out because, let's say, employment, or you've known the person for a while as an acquaintance, and you feel like you generally trust the person, and you give your number out, just make sure that you have like a phone carrier that is able to block unwanted calls, because there's some phone carriers who you sign up with them and you can't block unwanted calls. You may be able to block text messages, but they can still call, they can leave messages. That's not cool. Otherwise, you can get, alternative number, because trust me, if you do encounter narcissists unwittingly or unaware, then you're stuck with them, or you're stuck changing your phone number. And it could be a number or a contact you've had for so many years that, many people in your life that you want to stay in contact may have, but can no longer connect with you because you had to change it due to narcissistic stalking or Hoover. The thing is that you will never know the mindset of the person until it's too late, and then you're going to have to take drastic measures at that point. So if you have family members who are suspected covert narcissists, or friends who you may suspect to be covert narcissists, acquaintances, like I said, etc., if you give them information about you, particularly in detail, they can and they will use that information against you in the future. And it will be used, let's say for example, it will be used at some point against you in a smear campaign. They might use it against you to gain personal attention, just to be the gossiper, and everyone, listening to someone who has all the news, or has something juicy to say all the time or negative to say. They use it just to self-prop themselves. They can also use your information to hinder your progress. If they know personal details about you, they may not want it to be shared with, let's say, a new romantic partner or an employer. But if they have, but if you have the narcissist in your life, they will share it with that person, or they will share certain information with their new employer and pretend like, oh, they didn't realize it was that serious, or it just came up by accident. So realize that the moment the narcissist has your information, whether it's, your plans, your goals, whether it's your hurts, your successes, whether it's past choices, whether it's boundaries, or even if it's something about your success, narcissists will get on the mission. Their mission is to bring you down. They're either going to spread gossip about you, thwart your plans, mess up your plans, or they're going to try to like shame you in some way. They will have no problems telling strangers, other family members, acquaintances, maybe even new friends of yours. They have no problem telling them about, details about your breakup, details about, let's say, if you had a divorce, if they were privy to a lot of information regarding that. Perhaps it's your mom or your sister or best friend that you had once confided in. They won't hesitate to tell others about the time that you were suspended, even, let's say, as far back as junior high, for like a fight or something like that, or something else you've done. Like, they do their darndest to get their claws in you before you have a chance to build up a social life or a social circle, before you can even gain a few friends or acquaintances. They want you to become their prey. You will become in jeopardy to a smiling face or fake persona. And narcissists are very charismatic, very charming, and they are champions at pretending to be that person you can trust, particularly if you're in a new environment, let's say a job, a town, a new school, etc., or a new social circle, because they're predators. That's what predators do. It's their natural instinct. It's their nature. It comes, so easy for them. Their lies and their manipulations just flow off of the tongue. Well, heed the warning. You must be extra cautious when you have unique circumstances, perhaps vulnerabilities, such as, not having transportation, needing assistance here and there, or let's say you're a single parent or you're new in town. Let's say you just moved, for whatever reason, new job, new school, or something like that. If you have free time, that can be a vulnerability. Narcissists love to fill the gaps in your life, fill up your free time, isolate you, make you feel like all you need is them and no one else, because they try to provide what you need, to get their claws deeper and deeper in you. Even as far as oversharing, that puts you in a very vulnerable place, like I said, particularly what this video is basically about. Always remember that a narcissist will never let you one up them, especially if it's in their power not to allow this. So never depend or rely on anyone you suspect to be a narcissist for anything at any time, particularly when it's in your power and your ability to do something about it, or you can manage it yourself, or you can accomplish it yourself without their assistance. I would say this, especially if it's something that's of significance to you. Let's say you have a job interview. You wouldn't want to rely on a narcissist to give you a ride to that job interview, or to provide you, let's say, with some cash for gas to get to the job interview, or to watch your child or kid or children when it comes to having to attend the job interview a particular day and time. Narcissists are skilled at this. They suck it up. They love it. They love that you have to depend on them so they can disappoint you, or so that they can use it against you in the future. They do a favor to get a favor, but their favors are way more costly, the favors that they require. So even if let's say you wanted a narcissist to help you relocate or move some boxes or something like that, they love having that carrot on the stick scenario or situation. They also use such scenarios such as helping you out in times of need, like let's say they do pull through for you when it comes to watching a child for you or your children, or giving you a ride or helping you move. They can also come through with you on these in a flip side because they're love bombing you or they're hoovering you. So if a narcissist, I have a video on this already, if a narcissist is doing something good for you, keep your eyes and ears wide open. Keep your, intuition sharp, because this is when they're coming in for you. This is their doorway, as far as they're concerned, is wide open to manipulate you. The best thing is just not to depend on them. If you have to, then realize that they're doing it because they are planning to get something in return from you. And, they're going to try to get either back in your life or get into your life initially, or come back for you to repay the favor. Otherwise, if they're trying to throw a wrench in your advancement or in your plans for your future or your progress, that's when they would disappoint you. Basically, the moral of this video is that beware, be smart, don't overshare, don't share unnecessary information, personal information. I would suggest that you give a significant amount of time before you share with someone new, someone that you don't know, an acquaintance, certain information, personal information that you have to share. If it's not necessarily, I wouldn't really share with anyone. And in case of an emergency, they may have to know some information about you to help you out of a situation that might be dire or life-threatening, etc., etc. I hope this video was helpful to you. That's all I wanted to share regarding your information and the narcissist today. Hopefully you join me in my other videos. Check out other links below. You can also check out my homepage for further information regarding one-on-one private mentoring if you want information regarding that. Till next time, take care. Bye bye.